friends soon at some point. I don't know when, but expect a video on Persona 4 Golden. Well, here's that video I promised. Persona 4 Golden is really, really good. To start, it's not as good as Persona 5 Royal. I still loved it, but there are a few faults that keep it from being nearly as good as Persona 5 Royal. First of all, I know this is a given, but the game is really outdated, especially because it was a PS Vita game. Some colors out of the TV world just feel kinda washed out, but it's still a very nice looking game regardless, and it is pretty impressive for a PS Vita game. Though, I feel like it would benefit from getting a remake. I really wasn't a fan of Teddy at first, but I have really grown to like him throughout the game. And finally, why does this game have so many endings? If you're curious, I got the bad ending too with spoiler culprit alive, and it was a terrible ending. Although to be fair, that is my fault for not making a social link with spoiler. And don't worry, I saw the real ending on YouTube. Despite my problems with it, I really dig this game. For starters, Chie is really funny. Her jokes and her silly personality are just too good. She has to be my favorite character in the whole game. I also really like Dojima. I personally prefer Sojiro, but I do like that Dojima is more involved in the story. You know, being a detective and all. The murder mystery story is really good. It's not really as fleshed out as Persona 5 Royal's story, but this is still a pretty solid story, and I got invested real quick. And just like Persona 5 Royal, the OST slaps. I do miss the little assist feature in battles, but oh well. It's not too big of a deal. I guess it does give you a little bit of a challenge, so I can't really be too mad. And if you're curious, my favorite castle in the game has to be the 4th one. It's so visually cool. And the retro RPG HUD inspired by Dragon Quest was really cool. Also, this game has Adachi. I like Adachi, he's epic. Persona 4 Golden is great, I really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it nearly as much as Persona 5 Royal, but I still had a ton of fun with it. 9 out of 10. Also Kitty. And since I finished Persona 4 Golden, please stay tuned for a video on Persona 3 Reload. Also, I did end up playing Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, and that game is really good. I would highly recommend it, especially if you're into fighting games like I am. However, I did not play the dancing games because I'm not really a fan of rhythm games. I do enjoy them, but I'm not really sure if they're really my thing. But please watch the opening of Persona 4 Dancing All Night. It is really good.
I am a shadow, the true self. Nuh-uh. You mean nuh-uh?